Welcome to SwimOutlet.com Tech Talk, the show where we get to tell you about the latest technologies in swim products. My name is Maureen Rankin. On today's show, we're going to discuss the newest tech suit on the market from the MP swimwear line, the XPRESSO. Joining us today to talk about the MP tech suit XPRESSO is Shannon Michaelson, the swimwear sales manager for Aqua. Hi Shannon, thanks for joining us today.
Hi Maureen, I'm happy to be here.
So Shannon, let's start off a little bit about the collaboration of Michael Phelps, Bob Bowman, and Aqua coming up with this XPRESSO suit.
Absolutely. So this collaboration and launching of the MP brand has been something that has been very fun for me personally because I've known and worked with Michael and Bob for a very long time in the past. And this is truly the happiest and the most engaged I've ever seen Michael. And this is something that has been a dream of his entire life, to launch a new brand within the industry, and it shows. And it's truly an honor for Aqua to be able to partner with him on that. And what's really great about this partnership is that all of us are coming together to essentially do what we do best. So Aqua is coming into this partnership focusing on the product design and distribution. Michael is coming at this from the athlete feel, the perspective in the water. And then we have Bob Bowman on the other end, who has a much different expectation from a technical perspective, and he is about as close to perfectionist as you can get. So when you marry all three of those things together, it's been something that's really special, and there's truly not one piece of equipment in this entire range that they haven't had their stamp of approval on, or that they haven't worked very closely with each of our designers on.
That's really neat that the athlete actually has so much input on the suit. So I imagine that Michael had specific input that he wanted to see in the technical suit then.
He did. So when we first joined forces, we sat both Michael and Bob together, they come as a team, it's pretty fun, and asked them what they were looking for. And, they immediately knew, and they were very frank about it, and they, let us know that I've worn, a lot of really great suits on the market. And there are great suits out there that have very high technical properties. But the one thing that they felt was lacking or that they wanted to see more of was some additional flexibility and range of motion. And I think what Michael said was, I put on a suit and some of the suits have so much compression that I walk like a penguin. So if he can't walk correctly, how is he expected to move in the water in the way that he needs to, in the way that his body is trained to? So that's what they challenged us with. How do you, incorporate the bonded seams, incorporate the hydrodynamic fabric, incorporate, everything that's already good about suits on the market, but give us this additional flexibility.
So you just gave us a little bit about the actual suit and the fabric and everything that went into it. I know Aqua has a certain way that they develop their products. You want to go into that a little bit for the audience?
We do. So these suits were designed and manufactured in Italy, as is all of our equipment. So it's very fun for us. There's literally, people that are designing overseas that can make very small tweaks and make some small changes if they see fit. So with Michael, we went back and forth on the suit quite a few times, but this is what we ended up with, the XPRESSO. And our answer to the range of motion and flexibility challenge was essentially to incorporate something that we call ExoCore technology. And you'll see that throughout a lot of our hard goods and goggles as well, and some of our new products that we've yet to unveil in the MP line. But what it is essentially is the combination of two different fabrics, or two different materials essentially. So with this one we use two different fabrics, and the first one here is called Exofoil. So the blue material here is called Exofoil, and it is proprietary to us. No one else has this fabric, and it has a 3D woven stretch. So there's good compression in it, but this is the part of the suit where you're really going to get that range of motion and the flexibility. It mimics the movement of the muscles. And then the second fabric that you see down the front is called Aqua, and this is a more traditional, very, very high density woven fabric, so that gives you a lot more compression. And what that does is two things. It actually is designed to follow your femoral artery down your leg, and that increases circulation in your leg, as well as offering stability and support. So it essentially anchors the suit. So while the rest of the suit is moving and mimicking and giving you the flexibility, this is holding everything in place in front. So what that does is gives you the right compression in the right places, as well as making a suit that is comfortable and allows you to have some comfort both during and after your before and during your competition.
I like that suit. I like the color of that suit. And the suit does come in, I think, 3 different colors. And there's both a men's version of the suit and a women's version of the suit. Can you tell us a little bit about the color scheme?
Correct. So yes, the one I just showed you is what you've seen in most of our marketing materials, and this is Aqua Blue. So this is what we launched with here. The 2 other colors that are available are a black yellow, and this is a suit that was specifically Michael's request. He loves yellow and loves bright. And then the last one here is a black gray, and this one was actually Bob's request. He felt that there was so much color out there right now on the market that it would be kind of fun to have something that was, I think he called it hardcore and stealth. So we have 3 different options, and then we do have a women's option, which you can see here, which is down to the knee and does have an open back.
Very cool. I like that one. How'd you come up with the name XPRESSO? Because when I think of espresso, I think of express or fast, but I also think of espresso as far as coffee and speeding up a little bit. Can you tell us about how you came up with the name?
Exactly. So you actually hit on 2 of the 3 reasons. So we are playing on our Italian heritage and the Italian textiles, as well as the fact that the suit is fast. And like espresso, it definitely will give you a boost. The last part of the puzzle is the XPRESSO. The X comes from the ExoCore technology that is infused in the suit, and you will see that as a theme throughout some more products that we unveil here soon.
Being a technical suit, this to me doesn't seem like it would be a suit for maybe a novice or a beginner swimmer. More of an elite swimmer most likely would wear this suit. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. We did develop this with an elite high-level swimmer in mind. We developed it for Michael's needs. So yes, for an elite swimmer, but it does, with the additional flexibility and range of motion and comfort, it does lend itself well to some different ages and abilities. So perhaps a master swimmer who's looking for a little more flexibility and give in their suit.
Now, going into 2016 here, are we going to be able to view a new suit possibly in the XPRESSO line for the Olympic Games?
You are.
Awesome.
So that actually is in final developments right now. We worked with our designers and believe we have the final design dialed in. We just need Michael and Bob's stamp of approval on that, and then we can look forward to unveiling what we have heading into Rio.
Well, we're excited to see what that's going to be like. Thank you so much, Shannon, for all the information about the MP line and the XPRESSO suit. We appreciate you joining us.
Great, thank you.
For those of you that are interested in the XPRESSO line, the MP line, and Aquasphere, you can go to swimoutlet.com or aquasphereswim.com. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Maureen Rankin.